Hey folks, it's Rithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Planet Coaster. We've got all the rest of our park is actually seeming to be pretty good at the moment. It all seems to be working quite well. This ride over here is aging and there's not a lot of interest in it, to be quite honest with you. There's literally nobody here. Nobody's interested in it whatsoever. We made $120 on it last month. Overall, this made $18,400 in its entire lifetime. So, I mean, it is doing fairly well. It's just that it's a little bit slow at the moment. So, I'm thinking that we'll bring the price of the tickets down by $1, just to hopefully encourage a couple of extra people to come and ride on it. The rest of it, there's no need for anything whatsoever. It doesn't need to be refurbished. It doesn't need anything else. We've got the sequence, the operations there. Testing doesn't need, there's nothing else on there. That's literally it, right? So Prestige here, aging it's just got nothing at all, right? But what we are going to be waiting for now is, it says here somewhere, and it's not under testing, Prestige, it's under here. So we're now aging, and then it's going to become old. It's not very popular, and it's a year and 7 months, and then it becomes older. Well, it gets to reviving, and then it starts reviving all the way up until it becomes a classic. So, I mean, at the moment, this ride is a bit of a dud. Rebranding will turn back time and return its age to established, which is way back here. I don't know if we want to do that. I'm kind of thinking I'd like to leave that one go until it becomes a classic. I don't want to do anything else to it. So I'm just going to leave that ride. It may end up costing us a little bit of money, but I do think ultimately it's going to be worth it. The teacups over here are slightly less popular than they once were. This is an established ride. It's got 9 years until it becomes classic. It's got 5 months until it goes to aging. The queues are definitely shorter on this one. What I'm going to do with this one is, again, I'm going to lower the price. This one is going to go down to $5 a ticket. And I mean, overall, finance-wise, $22,000 on its lifetime profits. It's pretty good. It's pretty sweet. And then we got this one over here, which is doing absolutely wonderfully at the moment. Oh, no, not finances. Prestige over here. This is now an established ride. It is doing extremely well. It is making us a pile of cash. It's still a very long queue on it. It's making us an absolute fortune. Overall, it's made $71,000. So, pure insanity. Absolute pure insanity. Now, this ride over here. We were setting this one up. We got $40 a ticket on this one. Ooh, challenge available. View challenges. Build a coaster that reaches 75 miles an hour. Good gravy, man. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. So, $40 a ticket on this one. Testing. We've done a test. And we've got... Actually, we haven't done a test, have we? I don't know if we have. Yes, we have. We have. We've tested it. It's ready to roll, so we can actually just open this one. We've got all green on here, which is absolutely brilliant. Lots of excitement, plenty of fear, some nausea. That's apparently exactly what you want. Every 30 minutes we will do that. And operations here, we've got 10 cars and 2 trains. We can't have any more trains than that. It doesn't fit on the track properly. That's why we've got big trains and then just 2 of them, because I figured it would probably end up working out a little bit better. So we're going to open this ride right now, just like that. And it's got 0 scenery bonus rating at the moment, so I'm going to add in a few bits of scenery dotted around here, just to start with. I'm going to drop that one right in there to start off with. Yeah, we're going to put in a few bits of scenery so that we can just attract a few more people here. I figure it would probably work out quite well. Let's try and make this place look good, shall we? Let's see what we can do with it. You know, we're not going... Again, we're absolutely not trying to go for consistency with the scenery. I'm going absolutely all out on making everything, like, random and completely different all over the place. We just have it. There is no consistency at all anywhere with the scenery. It's completely different. I've been to some theme parks that have got that they are consistent all the way through. So it's a very consistent sort of scenery, all laid out. It's all themed, and it looks good. It does look good. But I've also been to parks where it's like this. There is literally nothing matches anywhere at all, anywhere on it. And that looks very cool as well. The main thing about it is that it doesn't matter where you go in the park, you've literally got no clue what you're going to see next. And it's just hundreds of these little dioramas everywhere, all up against each other, and there's no correlation, there's no, nothing is sort of joined in together in any way, shape or form. It's absolutely brilliant, because you have no clue what you're going to find around any corner ever. And it just makes the whole thing, like, more of an adventure, I think. It does make you, it gives you this, like, big adventure of what's going on. Everybody is turning away. It would appear that they think that $40 is a tad expensive. So let's bring that down to $35. See if that makes change. Twister is so expensive. This on 7%. I'm going to... What am I going to do? Wagons roll. Alright, we'll put a wagon on here. Bring that one over. $170. And... Oh, that's all sceneries. And then we got nature, we got fireworks, and we got statues. Right, do I want to put another statue? We got scenery ahoy in here. Alright, we'll put one of those. Right in there. And then we'll go back and we'll have a look. It's still saying that it's expensive. Scenery is at 100% already. I'm going to add some more scenery in, and there's a couple other things I want to do as well. But it does look like we're going to have to slow this down a little bit. Let's just speed it up a bit. See what people are doing. No, they're all coming up to it, and they're still turning away. There's a few people saying they want to go on it, but generally speaking, everybody is still turning away. So 35 is too expensive. We're going to have to drop that down to $30 a ticket. Like that. Let's just see how that goes. It might be that $25 would have been a better starting off point. I think maybe I should have done $25. Still so expensive. Alright, let's drop it down, $25. And we got some people going in already. They paid $30, I think. Right, we'll let that go for a minute. I'm going to add some more scenery. Oh, no, there was another thing I want to do before. Right, that's going down now. That's dropped down a little bit. Multiple shops are very busy. All Chief Beef, Gulpy Soda. Is that this one over here? Yeah, that's this one over here at the moment. And then we got the balloon shop over there. And there's another... What have I got here? I got toilets there. I've got more of these over here. We got plenty of shops here. Okay, so 10% of people still think that this ride is expensive at $25 a ticket. So it looks like we want to have to drop it down to $20 a ticket. What is this one over here? This is 17. So maybe $20 a ticket would be better. I think maybe 40 was just a tad too greedy. Yeah. We got greedy. That's essentially what happened there to start with. We got greedy. We don't want to get greedy. 9. There we go. Now people are coming in. That's more like it. Okay. They can carry on and they can have a look at that. So we've got water here. How do we apply brush? Auto paint, intensity. I don't really know. Painting, sculpting, and water. Apply brush. Apply inverse brush. Brush intensity. Or those two. Don't seem to be doing anything. How do I make water? Dirty water, calm water. Right click, oh, control. Inverse brush. It didn't do anything either. Let's try some, oh, maybe I can't. Auto paint. Locks to the surface or not. Maybe I can't actually put water in here. It could be that I just can't put water in here. We've got, right, so I can put some rock in here. Let's go back here and see what happens with that. I see. Right. Okay. So that's kind of the intensity of it. So we got some stone coming up there, and I could change that over to plain. We could go for some grass here, like this. That sort of that goes back to the grass that we had, and then we've got rock here, like that. What else have we got? Auto paint. I don't know what auto paint is. Okay, sculpting, we can lift and lower things. So if I can lift this, can I... Oh, it doesn't lift around things that are already plated. It does lift around scenery, though. The scenery is now sort of disappearing into the ground. But it doesn't lift around the footpath. The footpath stays there. So I can basically sculpt this in now, like this. And just raise it up a bit, and then I could put some more stuff on it. So I could have this one here, and I could lower that down a bit. Does that mean I can now put water on it? Can I put water in there? No. What about... Do I need to line the bottom of it with rock or something? No. Standing water, dirty... Just calm water. That's the level of it. Alright, I've no idea why the water doesn't seem to work. It doesn't... Yeah, it doesn't seem to want to do water at all. But we can do the sculpting. I can chisel, flatten to foundation... Flatten to surface, I can push and pull and stuff like that. But then we can go and get some scenery and we can put it up on top of here. So if I say now, the by order of the Queen one. Let's just rotate that round a little bit. There. That's going to look good like that, I think. We put that one in there. But now if we have a look, see, she's kind of stuck up in the air. Oops. Pressing the wrong buttons here. I'm not really sure what I did just then. Right, that's more like it. This one's starting to run now. Look, see, everybody's climbing off there. They're all lining up here, ready to get on, and whoosh, on they go. And away that one goes, and then it's climbing up while everybody else is still riding on this. Let me have a look in here. I don't have enough money. This park is a bargain. Twister is cheap as well at $20. Last month's profit was $5,500. We're down to minus 12,000 on here. Okay, that's looking pretty good now. That is looking pretty sweet. So let's go back over to this Queen diorama that we've got over here. We want to go to the terrain, and I want to just pull this up like that. So it's sort of... Okay, that's too much. There, so sort of lower that down a little bit there. Pull that up there. And also we want to pull it up a little bit on this side. And just lift that there a bit, like that. So it sort of is built into the ground now. That actually looks a lot better. I like that. That sort of looks more like it's part of the park rather than something else. What else we got? We got smooth, roughen. What does smooth do? Oh, I see. It just kind of levels it off a little bit. Just eases off some of the very edges of the ground, of the terrain, like that. There. So bring that through there. That's actually looking pretty good over that side, and over here. I don't really want to roughen that. What I want to do is I do want to bring that up there a little bit, just on this bit. But this is too big a piece. I need to bring that down. There we go. Right, now what? That's what I want to do. I want to bring that bit up there, like that. Look at this. Just right in front of it there. It's not quite enough room for me to be able to do that, but that's overall that's working fairly well, I think. It's lifted up in the right place, as it is over on this side as well, and that's just making it a little bit more angled and sharp, which again is a good thing. And wow. Okay, we're getting a lot of people coming in on here. Let's get rid of the terrain thing a minute, and here comes the next lot. Now, this is what I do like about this, is the speed that they're going through. Right, the queue itself is not actually very long, so they go through, and then the next lot go in, and then all of this lot. So every time the queue moves, you do get a lot of people moving in, which means that we've got a lot of throughput. We made the right decision having all of these carriages on here. And monthly income 8,000. Potential monthly profit of 6,000. We're already down to lifetime profit of minus 8 grand. So we're making back our money pretty quickly. I'm going to speed this up a little bit more. So overall, we've got a queue of around 6 minutes to go on the Enigma. I imagine that is starting to increase ever so slightly, but all told, it's not too bad. It is pretty good. They're all racing off. We got the next lot moving on. I'm really pleased with this roller coaster that we've got. I am. I'm very, very pleased with it. It's making us a fortune, and it's working. We've got some scenery in there as well, so the scenery rating is at 100%. We don't need to worry about any of the rest of it. Okay, so we're going to let that keep going. It's going to keep ticking along quite nicely, and we've got these over here. Theft, 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 theft. Let's not worry too much about that. So, staff summary. The staff happiness is at 100%. The staff are very pleased with everything that they've got. I'm going to go and have a look in here a minute. So, entertainers, he's a little bit low on energy, but he should be alright. Low work levels or normal work levels, they're pretty good. Yep, that's all good all the way down through there. Achievement progress, money spinner. And this one here, the mechanics, their workload is fairly low. And then the security guards, they got a normal workload. Plus we got a load of security cameras dotted around the park as well, which is also helping us out. Now, monthly profit. The profit is absolutely pouring in at an obscene rate. I'm going to pay off these 3 loans now. That's all done. So we're down to 10 grand, but it does mean that we do have the ability now to take out a $16,000 loan if we want to. I'm not going to yet. I am going to go marketing at the moment. We've got an auto-renew cereal box adverts. That's fine. That's encouraging people to come to the park. We've got 2,000 guests here right now. We've got research. I want to do some more research. So reveal there, information kiosk. There, continue. Now, apparently this is one that I should have in the park. So I'm going to get that one now. And I'm going, shops and facilities. Custom right there, and it is under first aid information there. So we want this information kiosk. I don't really know what the point of the information kiosk is just yet. We're about to find out. So we'll put that one in there. Actually, I think it might be better if we were to move this one over closer to the entrance. We would have put this. I don't think I can fit it in there because of the fireworks. But if we put it over let's put it over this side where it's a little bit. I don't know if it's going to be better having it where it's a little bit quieter. So, there's a bench right there. I don't want to put it in front of the bench. And we've got that ride there. I'm going to put it right in there. That's going to be our information kiosk. Done. There, get rid of you. And get rid of you. Right, so what does the information kiosk do? Set advertised destinations. Multi-select guest destination. Hang on, right. Items for sale. Priority. Ah! That sells the priority pass. I'm not sure that I want... Right. Aren't you supposed to build a separate gate for a priority pass? So you get a priority pass for $10, but I'm pretty sure that you're supposed to build a separate gate for a priority pass. I mean, if we come back over to this one a minute, over here, I'm 90% certain I'm supposed to... let's just pause the game a second. I am 99% certain that you're supposed to have... I can't do it. Operations, cars, enable, build a special section of the queue exclusive to priority pass holders. Place a priority pass entrance. Pass. Right, that's... Where do I... How do I put that down? Oh, I need to click on it, don't I? Yeah. Place a priority pass entrance. I don't even know how to put that on here. Get rid of that. Go back to you. No, I don't want to do that. How do I undo it? Demolish. If I click that, I'm going to regret it, aren't I? Maintenance. Operations. Disable priority pass. Okay, so the information thing is only for the priority pass. Let me just do that a minute. They're not going, are they? It is open. Oh, they thought about it, but they're not going to. Right, that's good. Okay. We'll let that one stay where it is. I'm going to get rid of that information thing because I don't want priority pass at the moment. Because I don't have a priority pass anywhere in the park. And it kind of feels a bit like cheating, really, doesn't it? So, let's get rid of this one. How do I get rid of it? Select building. Demolish. There. Okay, that one has been removed. We do not want the information kiosk, but what I do want to do is I want to go back into the park management and I want to go back to, I'm on research. Start research here. So we've got shops and facilities. I've got some new shop brands in there, and then I've got also research history. I got some various coaster projects here. So let's go. It's $1,000 a month to start that. Problem with these is they cost so much money to research. 1,000 a month. Track, cleaner, brighter future. I've looked at these track rides. Coasters, rides, family ride, shops and facilities. I mean, I'll try that one there. This is going to cost me $2,000 a month to do this research. So I'm not going to do any more than that. That's all I want to do for a minute. I will speed things up a second. And let's go back and have a look at this. Right, so that's going to take me an estimated 3 months. We'll let that run for 3 months, that's okay. And finances in here. Right, other cash. Why? What's the other cash? Oh, I know what that is. I paid off the loans. Because I paid off the loans, this affected the cash flow quite seriously. Profit, 3,000. Rides and tickets, 10 grand. So cash flow there is minus 7,000. Park cash, 12,000. Overall, it's still pretty good. Overall, we got no complaints at all. Park management in here now, though, because we've got the research, that's going to cost us $2,000 a month, which is going to put the money up quite a bit. So we're minus 7,000 there. Other cash, we're not going to need to worry about that. Construction costs, they're down. Let's just let this one spin through a minute. Generate us a little bit more income. So I can get 15,000. And, I mean, really, we got to decide now if we want to build another. I mean, I like the coaster. I really do like the roller coaster. And we can do a little bit of scenery decorating as well. We can go, well, the terrain thing. Like, oh, hang on, I want to make that a bit bigger, don't I? If I make that really big, like that, and start pushing and pulling the terrain around a little bit over here, how's that going to work out for, like that? Like, put in the footpath around. This is kind of what I'm thinking, is it's putting the footpath around it and seeing what we can do with that. Flatten surface to foundation, push, and so on. So, I mean, I could... Well, let's try just putting a footpath out now. So I want to go to path, right there. We've got that one, and... I think it's... Yeah, oh no, not length, 2. There, it's... Is it a 10? Yes, it's a 10 meter path that we've got. So that one starts coming up over the hill here. And then down through. So we've got like a little bit extra on here that we can do if we want to. So we bring that one out to there. But no, what I'm thinking, we've got the track rides here. We've only got these 4. So we haven't got like loads of them. Custom, we could build a track ride. I don't really want to do that, to be honest. If we're going to build a custom thing, it'll be a custom roller coaster rather than custom anything else. But I think what we should do is you should start off with one of the roller coasters that are already in existence and then build it up afterwards. So what's this one? This is 6.3, 4, and 1.5. This, wow. This is 33,000. I mean, quite honest with you, this one here doesn't actually look all that impressive. It's really long, and it's got, like, some bits on it that look reasonably cool, but overall, it doesn't look that impressive a roller coaster. I suppose, actually, you think about it, the bit at one end does kind of look impressive. I'm still not sure about it. That's, oh, I see! That's a battleship! Right. Yeah, I'm not impressed with that one. More coasters are available to research. Yeah, we'll leave those. So then we've got... What else have we got? There's 31,000 for Frenzy. Ho, 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 ho. Dude. Okay, that is... There's a bit more to that one. I'd quite like to build this one and then heavily edit it. I think that could be a lot of fun. G-Lock there. That one is quite a slice. That's not. It doesn't go as high. That doesn't go anywhere near as high. That's another one that we could heavily edit to make considerably more extreme than it is right there. Get rid of you. And what else have we got down here? The Screamer, Rebel, Nephthys, Lycanthrope. Impulse right there is 44,000. It seems to be the biggest one. Or certainly the most... Wow. Okay, that is a lot more impressive. I mean, I still think we could go higher. On the initial pull, I still think you'd want to go higher than that. I really do. Okay, that is actually quite cool. I'm quite liking this roller coaster. I'd like to put that one... I'd like that one to be a part of my park. Except that this one is, what is 44,300. We've got 20 grand at the moment. So I can go up to like 35,000. Put the money up a little bit. But yeah, the 40 grand one is maybe a little bit much. That's an old wooden coaster right there. This one here is one of the old-fashioned wooden coasters. I think this would actually be a really good one to include. How much is it? 6,600. So, I mean, we could spend a bit of time. We'll keep everything sort of running quite fast. We can spend a bit of time putting this one in, and then that's going to allow our money to keep increasing as well. While this one is being installed, while we're busy working on getting this one into the park. Put that one... Actually, where do I want to put it? I'm going to put this one over here a bit. Like that. Yeah. Right, we're going to put that one in there, like that. Because then I've got room to put a footpath around the back here, which I'm actually going to do now. Before I forget and think about doing something else. We're going to put a footpath in this way that is going to go round the back of this coaster. Like this. Just so that it's got the option to be back here. That's all I want. I just want that to be back over there. That option is there. And then this one here is going to come out that way a little bit as well. That's now got an option to be out there. So we can get rid of the footpath. And next up, we've got the path coming into this one. So that's got to be over on this side. We've got a thief right there. 17 notifications. Wild Blue has broken down, has been fixed. Teacups has started to age. Too many guests. Right, so far everything seems to be working all right. We need to place an entrance on this one. We're going to put the entrance right in the middle like that. And we need to place an exit. Oh, no. I don't want to place an exit. I want to go select ride, sequence, edit track. So we want to do that a minute. And then I want to go... like that, so the exit is over this side. That's much better. There. And then I can go done, like that, and place the entrance. I want that more in the middle on that side. Well, actually, I can make this one bigger. I think I can make these... Oh, no. I can't make it bigger. Right, well, in order to make that one bigger, to make the cars bigger, because I'm going to do, again, I'm just going to have the 2 cars on it. I don't think I need any more than that. This is like an absolute classic wooden coaster. We're going to go back down here to edit track. Now, I've got to see if I can remember how to do this. What you do is you click on it, like here. If I click on that bit there, and then I go... No, I can't do that under station. So if I go onto that bit there... click on it, and then I think I click that. I add more. Oh, no, no, no. What I need to do is I need to go to there, and I need to delete that bit. So I remove that one there. then I can go to station like that, and I can add in another piece. So you click on that one there, and it's showing you where it is. You then got to go over, you select it down here. I can then autocomplete. I can build by pressing enter, or I can click on it up here. So if I do that, and then I do that like that, then I can go to utilities, and I can go to standard track like this. I don't even need to do that. What I can do is I can just go autocomplete. Autocomplete failed. So instead, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to go to that bit there, and I'm going to have to delete that bit. No. No. Delete it. There. Delete that bit. And then go back again and delete that bit. There. Then come over to here. And then I want to add one more piece, don't I? So I want to put that one there, and I want to do that. Then I want to go to utilities, and I want to go on that track there like that, and I want to autocomplete. Right, and then click that to actually autocomplete. So I've now got a longer station, and I should have the rest of it as well. So if I click done, yes, we've still got the second train up there. I need to place the exit still, which is over on that side. And if I go back to operations there, number of cars, I can add in more cars like that. That's as many as I can put in. I can have 7 cars on it back to there, and then the other one is still waiting back there. If I want another car, I'd have to put another section of station on here in order to get it to fit. Or, actually no, I don't think there is an or. I don't think I can move that further forward. We can use this as a point of reference. We can look over here. You look there. You've got to have that section at the front, and yeah, you do have to have the section at the back as well. So we got 7 cars on 2 trains. That's how we're going to leave this one. And then finances, the recommended ticket price is $9. Now, that big ride is 18. No. Hang on a minute. Let's just come out of there. So we're $7,000 in a month on this at the moment. So this one over here, the ticket price is $20. That's doing well. It's making us a pile of money. And then we got this coaster over here. This one is $17, and this one's doing well as well. Not queuing that long. I want to go on the madness. So everybody loves this one. They think it's amazing, and there's a long queue. This one here, the queue is going through extremely quickly. Right? I don't have enough money, but the queue is only 2 minutes long, and that's because of the length of the cars on it. I don't think it's anything else. It's already made us $22,000, so we're making a fortune out of this one, which is good. That's what we want. But look at the people coming into it. So far, that's working well at $20, but I don't think we can do this one here for $20. At $9 to start with, I think really we're going to be looking at $17.50. $17.50 on that one to start off with. So let's go back to the checklist. We want to connect an entrance path on here first, and this one is going to come out here. Now what we will do with this entrance path is we're going to bring it out this way, like this, over to here, and then it's going to come out. No, it's going to come out that way a bit more. I like the idea of bringing it out here like this, and then bringing it over to here, and oh, hang on. No. Delete that bit. There. Right. Now, how do I want to do this? I want to... Yeah, I'm going to have to bring that up by 2. So I want steps on that to bring that one up. So it's going to have to come up a couple like that. And then we can lower it back down to level again. And then that's the top of the steps there. Then it comes over the top here, like this. And I'll bring it out one more, like that. And then we can start bringing it down. So it's got to go forward 1, and then I can lower it down to steps. And now it's going to go steps all the way down to the ground. Like that. And then it's down flat on the ground. And this one is going to come around like that. There. And then up this way. And then it's going to go back up through. Now that I've sort of figured out how to do the basics of this game, it's not actually that difficult. At least not for setting up some of these things, he says, as he's probably getting something spectacularly wrong already. And yes, I am not bothering with the priority path. So the priority path is something I'm not actually too concerned about. So we want to then go to the footpath over here. We want our normal flagstone path. And I want that down to the 4-meter flagstone path. So I'm going to put a piece onto there. And then I'm going to lower that one straight down like that. So it goes down to a slope and then onto it. And then it comes out like that. Okay, so there is the footpath all done. I need scenery in here, and I want custom and display sequences, nature cameras, audio cameras. I want wall-mounted. I want a security camera. I'm going to put one in there. I'm going to put one in there, and I'm going to put one in there. We're going to put another one over here. I've got one over there. Don't think I need any more security cameras yet. That'll probably do there. Right, path extras there. We want some barrel bins. So I'm going to put a bin over there, and I'm going to put one there as well. We're going to put one over here. Another one. Why won't that one place? I was going to say for a minute I thought I didn't have any money, but I do. I have money. Is it too close? Maybe it's too close to another bin or something. It could just be the slope. It doesn't like the slope. It's entirely possible. Now, benches. Yeah, we could do with like the fairy tale. Oh, no, not a picnic bench. Pirate picnic bench. I just want a seat. Vintage bench. Simple. That's all we want. There we go. We'll put one near the bin there. We'll put one over there. And I'll put one up there. So we've got a few benches for people to sit on. Then we're going to go and have a look in shops and facilities. We want drink shop, Gulpy soda somewhere. Gulpy energy slush soda. Gulpy soda is going to go right in there. That's done. I'm going to put another one. Actually, I'm going to put one each side of this footpath like that. That's done as well. And then we're going to go to, actually we will, we'll go to Looney Balloons. We're going to put one of those in over here. Yeah, I'll put one of those in there. And done. So there's 3 shops I've just added in. And then I want a food shop as well. We want the Chief Beef. Chief Beef in there. Done. And another Chief Beef over this side. Like that. And done. And then finally I want some toy. Actually, I'm going to go for another first aid hut over here. Let's not do that one. Let's actually put in the first aid hut. There we go. So we've got a first aid hut in there. And I'm going to add in some toilets down here. So where are the toilet ATM? Toilets. That's what I want. So I got toilets that are not too far away from the rest of the stuff. It would help if I actually clicked on the toilets. There we go. You can never have too many toilets in a park. Right, done. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra buildings, which means I'm probably going to want 5 extra staff. So we go to park management here, we go to staff, and we go to hire staff, vendor. I will go for 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 will be enough. No, I will go for 5, because we've got extras, but I think 5 of those is pretty good. And then I also want some extra janitors. I'll go for 2 new janitors now, like that. And an extra security guard as well. And I'm also going to go for another entertainer. I've got 1 entertainer at the moment. I don't even know who he is. Entertainer is Tiki. Tiki 1. Right. Hire staff. We've got Tiki, Cosmic Cow, Miss Ellie, Captain Lockjaw, Dex R, Princess, the Chief Beef Dude. Alright, let's have the Chief Beef Dude. We've got loads of these around, so we'll have one of him as well. There we go. Right. High Caesar's not being tested. Yeah, I know that. I am aware of that. The forge has broken down and been fixed. So, I mean, really, we don't need to worry about getting these revamped because we just wait for them to break down and then be fixed. I do want to just check on our staff a minute. Let's check on the mechanics. Workload low and normal. I think we're going to be alright with those. Entertainers. Right, I can't do anything about the new guys yet. They're not showing up. Right, well, we'll have to wait until a bit later before we can see them showing up. But there, we've got these new shops here now, and they should be all linked up with the other ones, I think. Oh, no, you do it on there. Yes, price sync. We do that, so it's all the same. Okay, so we've got all of those. We've got this one here. We've got the footpath out and ready. So let's just test the monster, this wooden railway, which is absolutely awesome. Testing. There we go. Start test. Let's see what this bad boy is like. Ride the camera. So up we go. We have got the park set on fast. Oh, that is brilliant. It's absolutely. Let's slow that down a minute and see what it actually looks like. But that was very cool. That was brilliant. Okay, so we come up through here. I'm going to go for the interest one here. So we have got a proper wooden roller coaster now. An absolute classic roller coaster. This is very cool. Cinematic. Okay, that's actually quite good. I like the cinematic view. This is fantastic. Look at our wooden roller coaster. It's not going to be very fast. You wouldn't expect it to be. But it still goes at a reasonable speed. This is very cool. This is very cool. I do love classic things. And it's surprising sometimes just how cool some of these classic rides and stuff can be. Okay, let's come out of there. We've done the test. That's all done. It's not, the fear and the excitement is not like brilliant, but it's still pretty good. I don't want to change anything else on this one. This one, I want to leave it exactly as it is. So let's just double check. 1750. Let's open it up to the public. Here we go. So this one's new. While we get a few people sort of starting to be interested, we'll go a little bit faster on there. Let's add some scenery in. We want to go to the blueprints, and this time we're going to, actually no, we will start with the statues. I want a creepy skull. Oh, this one, this looks very cool. Okay, I like the creepy skull rock. That one there is going to go just around a little bit, and that's going to go in there, because quite frankly, that looks wicked cool. That looks wicked cool. Look at that. That is brilliant. Whirlwind is starting to age. A thief has been caught. I love this skull. This is very awesome. Okay, that was a good move. That was definitely a good move. Fairy Fountain of Youth. Okay, we'll have a Fountain of Youth in near the skull somewhere. Where we can put that one. We'll drop that one over there a minute. Guests at the moment. So expensive, I want to go on the high seas. Right. So they're not thrilled to bits with it. No, they all think it's a bit expensive, so maybe we went too much with the 1750. Let's drop that down to 15. It was $9 to start with, so I haven't quite doubled it. 15 seems to be about right. There we go. Right, we're on 31% for scenery at the moment. The High Seas collection here, that looks pretty good. We've sort of got a bit of a pirate theme going on with some of this, especially with that skull. It's cool. That is very, very cool. I love it. Scenes now. So let's see if we can find something else that's kind of pirate related. Or do I want pirate related? I mean, we could stick a UFO in here as well. That'd be the Witch's Treehouse. I like this one. We've used this one already. We've actually used this one a couple of times. But parking that one next to that great big old skull there, quite frankly, I think that looks pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. I do. Nature. We're going to add in a few trees. We'll put in some banana trees. Actually, I'm going to put some of these around this skull right here. And some bushes here. They'll go... Then go down there like that. And then we'll add in some more of the banana trees in there. And then we'll look over this side. And what else can we put in? We've got a big flower bed there. Might be a bit excessive. Mainly because of the whole... the hill there. So it's kind of like lifting it up out the ground a bit. And I don't really like that. Gold and then hills. What's this? Oh, this is a thing that's like continuously running. I don't really want that one. I've got to be honest, I've never been a fan of Western stuff. Whether it's, you know, Western films, Western style scenery, it's just never been something that's, like, appealed to me a great deal. I don't know why. Just the feel of it. You know, when you look at something, and for me, it's fantasy. Fantasy, there's something about fantasy scenery. It's in particular dark fantasy, sort of like this scary tree and the big skull and the witches and things like that. Kind of a darker fantasy. That appeals to me, and I absolutely love it. There's just something about it that's always got me, and I love fantasy films. Right back to really old ones, and you look at the films, you know, with the really cheap budgets as well, even new films with really cheap budgets, you look at them, you know they've got a cheap budget, it's really bad acting, everything about it is just awful. And I still really enjoy them. My wife doesn't, Senleia doesn't, she can't stand them. If it's like the really bad, cheap acting and, you know, poor budgets and all the rest of it, she's not at all keen on those whatsoever. But for me, I love them. I absolutely love them. They're amazing. I cannot get enough of them. Right, we're going to have to knock that down to $12.50, I think, because it's still a little bit too expensive. So if we just drop that down a bit more, let's get a vase collection here. But it's not just dark fantasy scenery. I love all fantasy scenery. Well, all fantasy. I love fantasy. I really do. I'm really into fantasy. I've always had this big thing for fantasy. It's always appealed to me, and I've never gotten bored of it. And I like science fiction as well, and I do sort of have a bit of variety by looking at, you know, but by going for science fiction as well. But I always come back to fantasy. Fantasy is like my go-to, almost my safe space. Does that make any sense? And I'd love to hear today in your comment section, what do you like? What are you really into? What is like the big subject area? Because like my grandfather, he used to be Wesley Wilton. As many of you know, he sadly passed away earlier this year, and he was into westerns. Now he was a farmer, and he knew everything about farming, and farming was a big thing for him. He was really into his classic tractors as well. That was another big thing that he was into. But westerns. He loved westerns. He loved the feel of the westerns. He loved the style, the decoration. And he really did. He absolutely loved everything about them. He had quite a... he wasn't like a big music fan, but he did have a fairly impressive music collection of music that it was themed, like it was Western themed music. He really enjoyed it. And westerns were what he really did love, and he really got quite into them. The really old ones right through to the really new westerns. He liked all of them. It was westerns for him. As well as tractors and anything to do with classic agriculture. New farming he didn't really care about. Classic tractors, some of the first tractors that came out, he remembers some of the first tractors that were ever, well, he remembered, I should say. Some of the first tractors that ever came out, and he was very passionate about them, and he loved them, and he restored a couple of tractors in his life, and I still have one of those tractors, and it's absolutely brilliant. His passion for it. So I'd like to know, what are your passions? We got this one up and running now. This is looking pretty good. We are losing money, but it's still running. That's the main thing. It's running. It's cheap. It's a bargain. What are we looking at? Last month's profit, potential monthly profit of 1,400. So maybe can we go up a little bit here? Let's put that up to 13.50. Go up $1. Go up $1, and that should, yeah, potential monthly profit is climbing. There we go. Overview. Scenery is only 88%. We need to do better. So, what is your passion? What is it in life that you really love? I mean, I do ask this from time to time, and it's something I'm always genuinely interested in. So, like, especially for those of you who are new to the channel, let me know. What is it that you are into? What are you passionate about? Everybody's passionate about something. Some people are passionate about magic tricks. Some people are passionate about photography and, you know, getting that perfect, beautiful photo that just takes your breath away. Some people are passionate about building small models. That's actually another thing that I quite like doing. Some people are passionate about sewing, making new clothes, stitching, embroidery. And there is so many, you know, sports. I know there's a lot of people that are really into their sports. There is so much, there's so many things that the world has got to offer. There is so much stuff out there that you can do with your life and that you can spend your time doing. I love finding out what other people do. All right? I mean, there's so much stuff out there to do that you can spend years of your life without doing any work at all and just getting lost in various different pursuits that are really amazing and breathtaking, and you can get so caught up in it, and it's very, very cool. So what are your passions? Get into the comment section and tell me about what you really, really love in life. What is it that really makes you tick? If there's one thing you could say that you love above all else, what would it be? For me, the one thing I love above all else is fantasy. If I could only choose one, computer gaming of all types is a very close second. But if I literally only had to choose one thing, I would choose fantasy. And I know it's a big area because a lot of my gaming is actually in fantasy as well. But yeah, that's what anyway, I have run out of time. I've rambled on for ages and ages. We've got another roller coaster up and running. We've got an absolute classic roller coaster here. This is looking beautiful. And in the time that we built this roller coaster and we got this one up and running and we got all our new shops going as well, we've had several rides breaking down, and quite frankly, some of these rides are not looking good. Too intense. Yeah, some of these rides are really not looking good at the moment. Potential monthly profit is dropped down. I'm going to put that one down to $10 a ticket just to try and encourage a few people in. This one here has broken down, so that one's got to be fixed a minute. This one over here is losing money. $6.50 a ticket. This one over here has broken down. So everything's breaking down at the moment. That one's still doing well. This one over here is still doing well as well. How are we doing for maintenance? That one's fine on maintenance. This one over this way. Look, see, wear and tear has gone right back up, so I no longer need to refurbish it. And that caused faster wear and tear. Oh! So refurbishing it would actually be a good idea. Let's do that. Let's kick that one in for a refurbishment, considering. And we'll kick that one in for a refurbishment as well. So we got both of them being refurbished. And then they should reopen once they're done. So there. So that's been refurbished over there. And it slows down the wear and tear on it, doesn't it? And then this one over here is currently refurbishing, but it should be able to keep going for a while. And then this one over here. So if we can catch them when they're broken down, then we'll do the refurbishments. And over this way, we got a queue still out to the road on this one. This is insane. It's a 30-minute queue. $25 a ticket. Everybody loves this ride. Why? It's just really slow cars. I don't get it. This one's got $62,000. That's insane. That's absolutely nuts. Right, anyway, if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.